Alright, let's see if we can get some jobs done. That would be on the academy side, right? Yeah, here we go. You! Pardon me, you're Colette from Class 4, right? I believe you submitted a request? Yeah, but you're the guy from 7. Did you join the council when I wasn't looking? Nothing like that. I just do all the work they don't want to do. And they specifically said they really don't want to do the thing you want. Oh, okay. Well, fuck it. Don't worry about it. And let's go, yeah. I've been looking everywhere I could think of. There's no sign of it. Doesn't mean you're gonna start looking right away. Said if one person wasn't able to help me, they'd send someone else to do it. I see, so that's how TLoH has this all arranged. Well, sure. Thank you. I'll need a bit more information to have any hope of finding it. Can you tell me where you noticed? Right after school when I went to borrow a book. You can't borrow books without your notebook, so I went to take it out and I couldn't because it wasn't there. Alright. When was the last time you remember having it? Probably when classes had finished for the day and I was still in the classroom. Remember using it to take notes while I was talking with friends, so I definitely had it then. Must have dropped it somewhere between my classroom and the library. I'm like, ah, yes, the library. I get you. The good old library. Well, after I left the main building, I came here to the student union. Pretty sure I went to the library after that. That should be everywhere I went. Right, so there really aren't that many places where you could have dropped it. The best way to go about this seems to be to split up and search the main building and the areas surrounding it. Yeah, I was gonna ask you to do. I'm hoping it's there because I searched the library room from top to bottom. And the rooftop's out because the janitor said he didn't notice it when he was doing his morning cleaning rounds. Main building it is. So do you think I should start with classrooms or... No, I don't think you have to check them at all. I searched my classrooms yesterday. Focus on the halls and rest areas. I have a feeling if it's in the main building, it's going to be on the second floor. Thank you. There's quite a bit of detail. Feels like maybe you could fucking go in there and check. But you know, I'll do it because that's all I'm good for now. Looking around. You will not escape me, book. Well, maybe you will. Look at my dashing young physique. Maybe it's in one of these rooms. Have you seen a book? Have you? No? Fine. How about you guys? Have you seen this book? I guess you have no intent on talking to me about a book, I know. Maybe you're like, I don't know what you're talking about, you're scaring me, but I'm like, fucking, there's a book somewhere! To all students, congrats, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fucking no. No, that's not happening. No reading is to be happening today. Not a fucking second of it. Yeah, I'm seeing nothing. Let's see what our hints are for it. I'll be checking the main building and focusing on the corridors and rest area. She has an inkling that's on the second floor, but we'll see. An inkling that it's on the second floor doesn't necessarily mean it has to be on the second floor. However, I see something there. Oh, there it is. Here I was expecting like a sparkly, but no, it's actually just straight up a prop. Unless there's another identical Colette, then there you go. Here I was expecting this game to not like just drop the prop for the book. And it was like, it'll be as sparkly like in the dungeon before. But I'm thankful that we got that figured out. Let's quickly go ahead and give this back to her. Hello. Yeah, assuming this is your notebook, why don't you check to be sure? It really is mine, thank you. This is the only form of ID we have, so it'd be awful if I lost this. Especially since our instructor would have chewed my head off if I needed to get another one. Thanks for your help. I'm just so relieved. I didn't know it was so important to you. Well, I'm glad I was able to help. Where'd you end up finding it? On the sofas in the main building. I guess I did relax a bit. Come to think of it, I think I've dropped it when sitting down once before. Sort of it fallen out of your pocket. Why would sitting down do that? What pocket do you put it in? One of my skirt pockets. That makes sense. A lot of the boys use their pants pockets too. Might want to use like a jacket pocket or something. That's where I usually put mine, because I've cleaned up my fucking act. We got jacket pockets? Well, I don't know if the girls' jackets are different than the guys, but I don't see why they wouldn't. Let me see. This bitch is going crazy. Her eyes twitching a little bit. She's like, there's a fucking... We got pockets! You have changed my life, Rinschwacher. You've been so much help. This really doesn't make up for it, but accept this silver chain. I couldn't possibly... Don't worry about it. You've told me that we have pockets! Alright, well... Thank you. Well, her life has been forever changed. Now, apparently we have one of those like bonding events, I think, with her. So I guess we could do the one with Laura, I believe it is. Could have sworn it was in here. Did I pick the right one? That. Do not see it though. Maybe it's upstairs. That's lacrosse. That's swim. Guess I'll speed it up as there's fencing. There's riding. Alright, so I'll actually let you go into any of those. Which is too bad. I guess she must be one of the yellow dots in here. They're having a good time. Oh, there you are. Hello. Have you come for a swim too? Man, you're breathing a lot. Surprised they're active at this time of year. Well, it's true the winter swimming isn't for everyone. Water's rather chilly, but I think it makes for good training. Should I stick around? Sure, why not? Sure, let me record your times as you do the swimmy swam. Look how fast she's going. Goal. 22.34 seconds. That's not accurate, but you know. And it's like, if I'm a fish, my father's a dolphin. Yo, what if he was? Could hardly take my eyes off her while she was in there. Is there a reason you're staring at me? No, not really. I take it swimming is a specialty. Perhaps more the habit than specialty. Legroom is located alongside a lake, so I used to swim there to train and stuff. So it's made my swimming better in general. I don't know if the word slightly applies here. Given your upbringing, I initially assumed that you joined a more combat-oriented club. but I see now that even swimming can contribute to your training. That's the hope. My father once told me there are things about the sword we can only learn by stepping outside of its shadow. I had every intention to put those words into practice upon entering this academy. Your dedication to the sword doesn't surprise me. You cut that thing's head off and I still haven't gotten over it. I'm a bit jealous of how cool you are. There's no need. You have your sword, you can do the same. I guess you're right. Forget I said anything. Thank you for timing me. I'll have to train even harder. True. You ever want to not be frozen inside that pool? It's like, nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna be trapped here in the JPEG. Let's see. Now that we've done that, let's see. There's the engineering building. Yeah, I guess we'll do the engineering building now. Hey, good to see you. Ah, you're the person who was with President TLoH when I first arrived at the academy. You got a good memory. George Gnome! George Gnome. Class 3, head of the engineering club. You're range from class 7, right? Yeah, that's all good. Told me you're helping out. Probably got a lot to learn about the academy since you just enrolled, but good luck. So, this is the engineering building, right? With all the machines and equipment, it certainly fits the bill. Yep, you can basically think of this as the Academy's very own ornament factory. The engineering club's been in charge of maintaining ornaments here for a long time. That's pretty impressive. I assume you repaired all the stuff you wanted me to deliver for the request? That's right. I handle that stuff here at the engineering club. Usually deliver them, but I'm too busy this month. Can I ask you to do it for me? Yeah, I got this. What do we need to do? As you know, I need you to deliver 3 orbble products. First up's an orbble scale, which goes to the cooking club. Club meets in the home ec room on the 2nd floor of the main building. Give it to the head of the club, Nicholas. Nicholas, cooking club, home ec. Next 2 are both in town. Oh, so you take requests from people outside the academy? Yeah, there's so much talk about the club that I start getting requests from people in Tristan. There's no reason for me to refuse them, so I do as much as I can to help them out. That certainly explains how you end up so busy. Sure does. The second delivery I need you to make is this antique orbble lamp. This one's going to Mick to the pawn shop. You'll find it in the southeast part of the central shopping district, kind of out of its way. Keep an eye out. Antique orbble lamp from the pawn shop. Last but not least, the final item is an orbble wristwatch. This one's going to Michael over at Radio Trista. Radio Trista is in the southwest of the central shopping district. Let the receptionist know why you're there. She'll call Michael out for you. An orbble wristwatch from Michael at Radio Trista as the receptionist. All right. And that's it. Let me give you the items themselves. I'll be sure to be careful. It's not going to be easy carrying all these around, but I'm sure you'll manage. Just be sure to report back to me when you're done. Alrighty. I'll say so far this game has a really nice relaxed tone to its questing and stuff. I think the fast travel on top of it kind of just makes everything feel pretty nice and chill. Okay. I guess we'll do the ones in town first. Before we go to the home ec room. Here you go. You got some business here, or you just window shopping? I do. Here's something from the engineering club. George fixed that thing already? I'll hand it over. This guy doesn't seem too nice. Kid does nice work. Why does being a pawnbroker have to be a pain in the ass? Who'd have thought an item would break right after I paid for it? That's a pretty nasty surprise. Do you get a lot of students in here out of sheer curiosity? Fair few. What, you looking for some money? I don't lend money. Kids think of this place in exchange. Fucking goddamn. Like items for items? Yeah, I think I got something in a while. Bag that kid like you'd like. It's yours as a way of saying thanks. Blade deck. Is this a card game? Seems that way. Some good for nothing second year brought it in. Can't say I've ever bothered to play. You can give it a try, or don't, or burn it for all I care. I didn't pay for it. Thanks, that's real nice of you. I have this strange feeling that he gave me this because he didn't have anywhere to put it, but fuck it. Oh yeah, another thing, my shop's got the finest selection of curios in all of Trista. If you don't see anything you like, come back later. I change up the goods sometimes. When? When I fucking feel like it, kid. Alright. At this shop, you can exchange certain items for rarer, higher quality ones. You can also buy some of the items you might have missed in previous chapters as curios. As for the card game Mick just gave Reen, you'll be able to play that later in the game. Okay. Items on offer will change as you enter the shop. You might even find rare items you've missed from chests and elsewhere. Okay. Fine then. Next up, we need to go to the radio place. Radio Trista. Seems that they have not actually marked that here. That's fine, we'll just leave and run there. Actually, hold on, where is that? Okay, so we need to go out here, shoot out this way, and then make our way across. Here we go. Welcome to Radio Trista. How can I help you? Is there someone named Michael here? I got a delivery from the engineering club. As a matter of fact, we do have a Michael here. Let me call him. You can wait on the sofa. Sorry to keep you waiting. Said you got a delivery? Yeah, here you go. I really did fix it up. That's some pro-level work. We're starting up a new show tonight, so I was feeling all nervous without a quick way to check the time. Things will be just fine now. I can imagine that'd be pretty intense. Oh yeah, you know, sometimes it's hard to fill time, and you need to know, because we have to go to break, and then we have to play like fucking, the Ariana Grande song. It's rough. Alright. Well, this job's been my entire life. But if you want to make me feel more alive, tune into the show. You bet. Alright, what if I had a radio? Well, I should head back. Our sound producer's in there waiting. Normally I'd treat you some tea, but today's busy. Tell George thanks for fixing the watch. I will. Good luck. Okay, next up would be the home ec room. So what we'll need to do is, I believe it's in the second floor? Yeah, it must be this. Yep, here it is. Hey there, you wouldn't happen to be here to check out this chick's large lips, would you? Not exactly. The engineering club asked me to deliver some shit. Is this what you've been waiting on? Yep, that's the scale I asked George to fix, alright. I don't know how he works so fast. I'd be lost without him. George's many talents aside, I didn't even know tools like this existed. Pretty impressive, huh? These can provide more accurate and minuscule measurements than any analog scale. If you put a container full of ingredients on there, it'll subtract the container's weight for you. I believe it. You don't have an interest in cooking by any chance, do you? I haven't given it much thought, to be honest, but I'm kind of curious. I'll be cooking for myself from now on anyway, right? You'd be surprised at how many students here can't. Here's the thing. Cafeteria might be cheap, but it still costs more mirror than making it yourself. Have you even tried cooking anything yet? Not yet. I don't even know where to start. Which means you're as virgin as my olive oil. Please don't say that to me, Nicholas. If you want to start cooking, fucking do it, kid. Tell you what, I'll even give you this recipe book. And to top it off, here's a real easy recipe. It's so easy, I got the ingredients you need right here. Simple omelet. It involves egg, salt. Thank you very much. Recipe book seems like it'll be a helpful companion. However, are you sure I can have it? We got a bunch of those. If it sparks a fire for cooking in your heart, it'll be worth it, so long as you don't burn your heart. Then you'll die. Well, thanks again for bringing me my scale. And pass on thanks to George. Will do. Well, I guess that's it for all of that. Now we have a recipe book. Here's a list of recipes you own on the left side, obtainable stuff. Let's see. You can have Reen cook alone or have another party member help him. When having another party member help him, both their skill levels will influence the dish they make, and then they have faces where it's like great, very likely to do a unique dish, or all the way to bad, we're reasonably likely to produce a peculiar dish. That's very nice. God, I just had the worst thought ever. If this game, which is seemingly having some bargain bin anime qualities to them occasionally, I feel like at least one or two of the girls will never be able to cook properly because that's funny. I'm sorry, that thought crossed my mind, but who knows if that will happen or not. But if I call it, then that's great. Hey, it looks like you're done. Yeah, all three of them. Nice work. Now that you've finished, what did you think of the place you delivered them to? They're all unique. None of them are places I normally go either. Might have wandered into the home economics room eventually, but not the pawn shop or radio station. Yeah, I think most students would. Pawn shops in particular is kind of hard to find too. True, except for the fact that you can press a button to fast travel to it. But now I feel as though I have a general idea of where most of the main places in Tristan are thanks to this. Almost feels like this request benefited me more than you. Well, that's nice to hear. You spoke to Michael while you were at the radio place, right? Did he tell you anything about the new show? He did. It's at 9. I figured he'd mention it. He's thrilled about the show, and that enthusiasm is infectious. How about you? You planning on tuning in? I'd love to, but... Don't have a radio? In that case, here you go. Really? The latest model. Same one I got. You helped out big time, so it only seems right to pay you back. You sure? Of course. I bought it for research purposes, but I never really found the chance to make any use. It'd be a waste to leave it here collecting dust, so I'd be thrilled if he actually got some use out of it. Well, if that's the case, thank you very much. You're welcome. Oh yeah, there's something I'd like you to tell the rest of Class 7. Oh. Sarah came to me with a request the other day. She left me in charge of doing maintenance on all of your Arcus units. No kidding. Like I said, the engineering club's basically Thor's Orbital factory. Of course, I'm pretty interested in your Arcus units. So if you need help with anything Arcus related, just come visit and I'll sort it out. Good to know. Part of me feels bad adding to your workload, but if it's a relief to hear that you'll be the one in charge, that's quite the compliment. The claim. Alright, I also meant to ask. You know about Sepith and Masses, right? You mean the stuff that monsters sometimes drop with regular Sepith? Exactly. Sure, you don't need me to tell you how handy regular Sepith can be, but Masses have tons of impurities. So they've never received much attention. But recently, someone discovered a way to efficiently extract Sepith from them. It's so. Thanks to that, most shops are willing to take them off your hands for a decent price. There's no point in holding on to them, so go ahead and sell them if you have any. A little extra money can't hurt anybody. Sounds like a good idea. I think I'm just about talked out. So am I. Let's get the fuck out of here. You can now make use of the Orbital factory. At factories, you can unlock slots in your orbment. You can do that through the modify exchange and then slot menu. And then you can like open them up and shit. And then you can synthesize quartz to give yourself certain things. If you don't have enough, the number will be red. Sevenths are dropped by monsters, so if you're short, get out there and fight. You can use U materials to customize your weapons at an Orbital factory. They require money and materials. To customize a weapon, you'll need that. Furthermore, Seventh Masses can have exchanged for Mira in any shop with the exchange menu. Regular Seventh can be exchanged too, but do remember that they are also used for synthesizing quartz, so don't be obsessed with money. Might as well open one of these. There we go. I guess they consider these guys already in my party. Okay, that's neat. I was thinking about getting action, but I don't have enough for it. I'll just synthesize that one. Quartz, and then give me analyze. There we go. We'll mess around more with that later. That was a lot of work. Feels good, kind of fulfilling, now that I think about it. George might have made that request specifically for my sake. Feel like I know more about Tristan and the Academy now. Who's that? What could that be? Oh, it doesn't matter now. I got other stuff to do. Guess I could talk to her. I think I'm gonna save my other free time thing for the nighttime thing that they were advertising. So we probably won't use it on Machias, even though they probably want me to, but I don't know, I just decided to do something different. Here it is. Let's go talk to the pal, the principal, who is right over here. Excuse me, Principal. I'm Reen from Class 7. Oh, good. Been waiting. The dude looks so jacked, but he has a perfectly kind face. It kind of throws me off. I truly appreciate you taking time out of your free day to assist me in all this. No problem at all, sir. So you're looking for someone to further investigate the underground area of the old schoolhouse? Yeah, I couldn't have found a better man for the job considering your class was down there recently. It's almost as if you get to redo that part of your lives. Probably should have tried to stop her, however. Please accept my apologies over the whole trapdoor thing. True, she has effectively ruined my life with one of the other classmates right now. Getting back to the matter at hand, there are a number of interesting stories regarding the old schoolhouse. The gargoyle you fought was just a drop in the bucket, all told. Now that you mention it, I did get the distinct impression while fighting it that it was no ordinary monster. It's almost as if, indeed, it weren't a monster at all, but a demon. Perhaps the word fiend might fit. In our experience, if we left alone, it will always regenerate to its original statue form, eventually. Really? Yeah, it's a good way to it's called respawning. I don't know if you've seen this before. Also, please drink up. You may have been speaking for an hour straight. You're right, Principal. You are indeed right. The sting of the throat really gets in there. So you'd like me to go investigate whether there's any truth to the reports? If possible, yeah. Specifically, I'd like you to walk through the underground area and check for any significant changes since last month. A task for which you are uniquely qualified, given your prior experience. Suppose that's true, and I'd be happy to undertake this mission. Though if that gargoyle is regenerated, things could get a little tricky. If that turns out to be the case, get the fuck out. I should also stress that I'm making this request to Class 7 as a whole. By all means, do ask your classmates for assistance. I'm certainly not expecting you to do it alone. Oh. Alright, sure. I believe you'll be needing this. Best of luck. Please stay safe. Thank you, sir. All right. Well, we have settled that. It's our last big thing for the day. In the old schoolhouse, so let's select it. Just had to quickly like do my run. I think I'm supposed to talk to people to get them to join me, though. I think they may intend for me to do it like that. Now that I'm thinking about it, let's see if that's how they intend for me to do that. Did they put me in the right spot? I can't. No, because I'm in the. No, that's Okay. So I would then have to go. Okay, so I got confused because the fast travel menu starts you in a spot, and it confused me about where I was. Whether or not it dropped me in the right place. Okay, so it seems like I can't invite him specifically, it looks like. Okay, fine. I'll go in then. I was worried that this would be a bit more archaic in a way, where you'd have to go and talk to them to get them to join you to then do this. Yeah, let's do this. You can call other members for assistance. However, some characters will only be available after the story's progressed. Okay, everyone else seems grayed out. Alright, so it's just our default party here. Thanks for watching. Videos like this are only possible thanks to the generous support of my supporters over on Patreon. And you can see the names of my various supporters going across the screen right now. But I did want to highlight my top-tiered supporters that are in two groups. First up, we have the Wayfinders. They include Azure Counselor, Dronic LX, Haas Bear, Javier Porksword, Lasky 3, Matthew Cassidy, Mitzi, Mr. I Like Bacon, and the Dungeon Master. But of course, standing even above them are my top-tiered supporters, the organization, the few, the proud, the 3 people that paid me $50 a month. They include Colleen Suarez, KC, and WTF Spider-Man. Thank you so much to all of my supporters, big and small. If you would like to contribute and make sure these videos can continue to happen, you can do so over at patreon.com/KZXcellent. Every little bit counts and is appreciated. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time.